Ladies, welcome to this video and welcome to this training. And I'm about to share my screen right now. And today we're about to learn something that will help you a huge deal, especially if you're a lady that really wants to finally be able to break the weight loss plateau that probably haunted you for years, so that you can build a sexy body and finally feel good in your skin. Now, today coming in, chances are you've been living in this reality that you have really gotten some results, at certain times have you gotten some results, just only to really feel trapped in a cycle. And what I mean by that is that usually you lose some weight. For those that really are able to even stick to something for longer than usually a few months, you are able to see a difference in your body. Like you're able to see finally maybe getting closer to the body that you want. Yet something happened after that. And then of course, the reality is that whatever the case might be, whether it's something that life's come around, whether it's something that you're not able to really do the process that you've been starting with well, like it could be a diet, it could be a training, everything, you go back to basically where you were before. Okay, where you see the cross here, it would mean that you basically get more weight than even you started with, okay? And that means that for some of you, it's gonna be very frustrating, okay? And of course, that means that if you're a lady that usually I can help, you have a story, like you have a story, that really reflect in your life. And that means that usually you would have low self-worth, low body awareness, like you will have a lot of body awareness. And this usually impacts the way you see yourself in the mirror, impacts the way you see yourself in your relationships, and maybe even at work. And that usually means that you have to live in this place of you putting on a facade. Every time you're like saying, okay, no, everything is good, everything is great. But even though other people might say, you don't have anything to worry about, you don't feel good, right? And of course, you come at me and you tell me like, what is it that I can learn? What is it that I need to learn still for me to be able to break this weight loss plateau? And this is usually the problem because it starts with your mind. It starts with you not understanding that the reason why you keep failing, in fact, there is two reasons why you keep failing. Usually it's because you don't have enough knowledge or learn how to apply the knowledge, or you would not have, and this is usually the most of the time, commitment, enough commitment, okay? And when this is the second chance triangle of success, and usually the motivation part is like when you want to learn, like you want to get clear or learning something, and then usually you're supposed to apply what you're learning, and then you're supposed to optimizing. When you move down here, you're basically moving into commitment. Like you start moving into execution and commitment. And the problem is that most people want to believe that there is something transactional you can do. There is something that is going to make you go from here to here, and then you can simply live like you were living before. And why you fail today, it's not because of the diet. Like you're gonna ask me which one is the best diet. And I know that you want me to say something about it. Like you want me to say this is kind of like what you should do. You will see about that later in a second. But if we have here, 5, 15, like 25 protocol you can choose from, it's only common sense to believe that there is not one better than another. Like the best one is the one you can stick to probably for longer than I want to say 6 months, okay? For some of you that you need to lose 10 kilo, 20 pounds, probably 6 months. Now, the problem is that when you come at me and say, give me the tactic, you basically skip one step. As you see here, we have 3 big pillars, 3 big wins, 3 big results that you have to, as a lady, to achieve for you to be able to know that you're getting results. Number 1 is really everything that has to do with with your psychological component and saying to yourself, sorry, like you need to rewire your mind and body, okay? So there are things that you need to understand, but most of it is like you telling me, I feel like my genetic is the limit. I feel like I'm limited by my metabolism. I'm here, like there are things that you need to learn, like if you're battling with your scale on a daily basis, chances are you haven't yet learned that body composition is different than just losing weight on the scale. Losing weight on the scale, it might make you, let's say, lighter, but the fat that you have, like the, like the fat that you have around your body maybe doesn't even move, right? So this is basically the first part. The second part is really understanding about the metabolism, okay? And when we talk about metabolism, is that there is this reality that people feel like they need to go and take a test. Like, I need to take a test to make sure my metabolism is working, right? So they go and take the thyroid test, they go and take that, insulin, they check their insulin, they check their testosterone, they check their adrenals, they check a bunch of stuff. And then like everything comes back normal. And then you feel more frustrated than ever because you're like, I thought that was the reason why I don't lose weight, because my metabolism. There are ways for you to actually know. And again, all those other things is only like, let's say 2% of the people of the population, like that you really need to understand what's going on in your metabolism, hormone-wise, like taken on a single hormone. Here, when you can rate your energy, when you can put on a spreadsheet your energy level, you can put your mood, you can put your sleep, you can put your hunger, you can put your cravings, and everything is on check, and you're losing weight, chances are your metabolism is balanced. If you can't lose weight and you don't have one of these things on place, and you probably tell me right now, this is one of the biggest reasons why you cannot lose weight, okay? Therefore, the first things that you need to do is really understanding, learning things and say, okay, like really, I'm looking at body composition, not weight loss. Let's see how my metabolism is. And then you're ready to break the weight loss plateau. You need to put a realistic goal. Like, you just need to understand you cannot go from 35% to 17% all at once. You need to put realistic goals such that you can move closer to the results. This is how, by the way, all these ladies that I help were able to not only lose the weight, but maintain it, okay? And doing a protocol, a system that doesn't make them hate their life, like nothing like that, nothing like starving, okay? And it takes me, once you understand part number one, it takes me to part number two, metabolic fat loss. Most of the people are blocked in their, like, you experience a metabolic block, or like, you don't lose any weight, you have a weight loss plateau, or whatever the case is, simply because you do not understand how physiology works. We all have a set point. Set point means that your body wants to keep you between, let's say, 25 to 35%, 35 to 45%. There is a natural tendency for your body to stay in a specific time. And usually that means that is the place that you've been longer in your life. Meaning, like, if you've always been like 25% and you never moved, chances are by moving and exercising, you can take this down by nature, right? If you be in 25% and you do tons of exercise, chances are your body always going to try to keep you here. And you're gonna tell me, well, that sucks. It's like, what can I do? It's like, just, moving on the other side. Like, if you keep starving yourself, you are going to experience hunger. You're going to experience, metabolic decreases by hormones. And usually this is not by hormones, mostly like you moving less by nature, by the way, okay? And it's gonna make you want to go back. And of course, usually it's not gonna be set point, it's always gonna be a little bit, higher just for you to compensate. And this, of course, that's a cycle that you describe here. So it's only natural now you understand probably, and just comment down below for you watching this thing, if you been starving all the time, and that's how diet make you starve. They make you go from, instead of like keeping a healthy, sustainable deficit of calorie. We know that those of you that don't, like, this is not really a training for it, but that, like, that if you want to lose weight, let's say you eat 2,000 calorie, or like to maintain you need 2,000 calorie, you work out more or you eat less, you create a sustainable deficit, right? Diets make you create an unsustainable deficit that by nature, physiologically and psychologically, is going to make you binge, is going to make you go back, right? So this is the model that you live to, like exercise less and eating less. So just simply to break the weight loss plateau is simple. Like, just to do that, let's say we're going to take diet, for example, we just reduce that. Just something less stressing for the metabolism and for the body. And usually you do that. It's like, if you're in a dieting mentality, you eat less and exercise less, you eat more and exercise more like an athlete, or you take a vacation, like you eat more and you exercise less, so the stress goes down. And you will see that 9 times out of 10, your metabolism gets unblocked. Now, the way that we propose, like the way that we suggest for you to be able to, what nutritional, like I'm all about sustainable nutrition. We know that what you see in the mirror, like in a month from now, is the addition of 60 days or 40 days or 30 days of hard work, 60 meals per week, right? So we can only give you food that you love, food that by nature you already like, but that it is a catch. You need to be able to cook it in a different way. You need to be able to substitute things for other things, such that easily, like again, this is no Chef Ramsay kind of recipes, but if you get a high calorie, low calorie, high dense, high volume food, you're going to be able to not only have a diet that tastes good or nutrition, right? But it's gonna, in fact, it's gonna become sustainable nutrition. You're not going to feel like you're dieting. You're not gonna need, you know, at least physiologically, you're not gonna need chocolate all the time because you can actually eat it. You can actually make brownies. You're not going to eat to snack all the time pizza in front of the TV because you can actually eat popcorns. Like that, whatever component of physiological that you know here, whatever component is going to make you want to elevate your hunger is going to be less and less because we are going to create a sustainable deficit, right? But on top of that, everything that when you eat high volume food, like for example, just find a slide here. Yeah, I guess it's in the other one. But anyways, anything that you eat high volume though, like anything that, you know, you will see, you know, protein that you can do, you know, veggie protein, fat, everything that is high volume. And of course, when you learn how to, for example, cook a healthy version of a pizza, right? Let's say the pizza is normally, a pizza is 1,000 calories. Let's say you were able to cook a pizza that is only like 300 calories. Like you understand that you can eat 3 of them just to get the same amount of calorie. And usually you will not eat 3 of them, okay? So it's very important for you to understand that we are talking about sustainability here, okay? Going back, this is basically all the journey that you have to do. You have to first understand stuff, like you have to learn how to break your weight loss plateau. You have to break it, boosting your metabolism. And today we're not going to talk about exercise, but there is going to be components of exercise that you need to personalize according to your personality, environment, and physiology. That's how we're able to give results where. But then we need to really shift you as a person. Okay, we need to build up not only the badge of techniques for you to be able to know what to do when you're going to find another obstacle or another plateau. But then you also need to understand that you can no longer live in motivation. You can no longer live in this thing that says every single time every single time I get to results, I'm just simply going to keep it. It doesn't work like that. Like if you're gonna go from here on the bottom to here on the top, finally be able to wear the dress that you always wish, chances are there is a story behind that you need to build a vision on, and then the routines that you need to build and the patterns that you're gonna need to do to sustain that, right? The technique, lifestyle optimization, or like say metabolic optimization, is only like 20%. The 80% is under the surface. You're going to need to become the woman that you built on the outside. And people think that it's so difficult, but think about it for a second. If you're able to stop looking for motivation every single time, and you're able to finally see lifestyle that you can sustain, like knowing every single time on my journey that my metabolism is balanced, so I no longer waste my time, I no longer get frustrated, knowing how to eat, and I can eat whatever I want. And you can, by the way, you can still go out for a pizza or get some alcohol once in a while, whenever you want, right? But if you know, if you can do that, it's no longer starvation. It's no longer that. Put up some habits like walking walking a little bit more, exercising a few times a week, of course, like we would tell you how to do. That builds a lifestyle. Then it's all about planning, and it's all about executing. And every single time you find an obstacle, we go back to this. We go back to the triangle of success: executing, find an obstacle, optimizing. Learning what was the problem, executing on a new problem, optimizing. And it's as simple as that. That if you're watching today, chances are you have experienced that before. Like you've been stuck into that. Like if you're the lady I can help, you are in this exact situation now, never been able to really see the body that you want impacting your life. You are here, or you got closer to the results, but you have no idea how to continue. And if you are that person, I like to give away today I want to say at least a 30 minutes audit about what your journey looks like. What we're gonna do in this 30 minutes, totally for free, like it's making you go from here to here and here, being able to finally reach your result, telling you exactly what to do, okay? And I'm going to do that for the people that comment down below journey. I want to see where you are in your journey, and it's very important for you to understand what you need to do. There will be an option for you to be able to not only win free coaching, but actually get help, get coached, if you don't win the free coaching, to a very never seen before option offered that we do, like right now, because we're getting closer, because I want, we're together in this pandemic, all of us, and I want everybody to succeed in 2021 and start 2022 with success. So therefore, just comment down below and let me know if you have other question or anything that you want to add to this video or question about this video. But comment journey if you want me to help you understand where you are and where you need to go and map out a 90-day process for you to be able to achieve it. Jerry here, talk to you soon. I see you next time.